back with this chainsaw right here I'm trying to trade. You see, you're not going to find a chainsaw like this, like mine, has the original bar. You see these original bars missing. Some people replaces them because some people don't like the rolling nose bars. This is what you don't see on any Remington. I'm about to call it again. I'm about to say the word again. I don't want to say the word, so that pisses all you people off. And I'll tell you what. This thing even has its own original air cleaner. Look at that. That's never been seen on these chainsaws. These are always rotted up. And this one here's still kind of good shape. It's not in bad condition. This saw has been used a lot, what he told me, my neighbor told me. He says this saw was only used for a few times, and then he just went to buy himself a brand new steel back in the 2000s. This here, if I can get this damn thing to come off, I can show you guys the, see these right here? These are always rotted up right here. This one here is its original. The trigger will be always broken on these chainsaws. Even the manual oiler on these saws are pretty hard to get to. A lot of people broke them back in the day. See, look at that. Original air cleaner. Look at that. Original air filter, as I call it. But look at that. Original Tillotson carburetor. It takes about a couple few pulls to get it running, but look at that. Look at that. That boot right there, also original. Look at the fuel line. Still in good shape. That's its own original fuel line. Isn't that kind of unusual to see on these chainsaws? Original choke there. Look at that. This hole in this whole tire inside here is in good shape. It's not in bad condition. It's still got paint on this. And you can see there's some paint on the carburetor. A little bit there. Where they had paint on this. So let me know if you guys want this LP4. Because I tell you what, the bottom's not in bad shape either. It's not even in bad shape. And look, there's a model tag, 1965 model. Remington. Made in Canada. Yep, manufactured in Canada. That crazy. Look at that. Original. Remington LP4. 1965. The only thing I seen that was a big problem was someone was... Actually, I think the factory actually did this, though. The factory saw this here. I think someone actually welded this and made this thing work. I think this is where the adjuster screw is. Actually, it might be up here. These are different, so I don't know where you're supposed to adjust a screw at. I think this here is supposed to be there because it helps hold the chain. Look at this. Original bar. Original bar nuts. An original bar that came with this. Look at this. Roller nose tip bar. This is a 14-inch bar. Yep. It's even going to come with new chain. Look at the fuel tank in this thing. That's why I say, if anybody don't pick this thing up, this is a pretty good deal I'm going to get for it. If someone don't treat me, I'm going to call it $250 for it. Because I'll tell you what, the fuel cap always lock itself up. So if I were, I'll just take a screwdriver and not hit it hard. Don't hit these things too hard because it's got the same fuel caps as the Remington Logmaster has. That's a 58 model. So yeah, they had the same 58 fuel caps. So this in here has still got its painted white. You know, the painted white fuel cap is very, very rare to find on these saws. This saw right here, you can't find a point assembly for, and this one here is actually freed up, the oiler. So you can see where the manual oiler broke and stuff. I've got to rebuild this one here. This one here is going to need a points assembly. I'm going to try to find me one. And it trashed the points, so... Actually, no, it trashed the whole points assembly. Now I'm going to have to replace it. As you see, there's no points inside this right now until I get it fully replaced. There's no way you can replace that. Or not. And this thing here, you can see it's got dogs, but it's a little bent up. I'm going to straighten that out. This one here, it's not locked up. Shouldn't be. Yeah, see there? It was locked up. It's not locked up anymore. You got some steel dogs, probably for this here might work. No, they won't work. It's too small. But you can get some dogs for this. I mean, this in here's got the dog kit on this. We'll use that steel one on the 1010 Pro Mac. Probably this is where it's going to go. This in here is going to go to the 1010 Pro Mac once you get dogs thrown on it. This here is the original pull starter here. It works immaculate. These things are hard to pull. Right there, look at that foot stand. You ever seen it on a chainsaw like this? It helps for your older people out there. So that's the reason I keep the parts right here, and another replace the whole point assembly now. I know the on-off switch works. It's not damaged or broken. Just the manual oiler is, so I have to replace the whole tank. I might have to take this whole tank off. You can see where the screws have been stripped out. Someone was trying to take this off. And this thing right here has got its own original carburetor. You never seen a cowl leather? I don't think no one has seen this air filter here. This thing right here has got a cowl air filter in this. It's weird. It's made out of leather. Not leather, but it's made out of cow leather. And it's pretty neat how they got that in there. The 58 Zip I'm not selling. The Pioneer P28 I ain't selling. The 1010 Pro Mech ain't selling. The steel ain't selling because I bought that off my neighbor to use to cut wood with. That's my fire cutting wood saw. And these are the saws I'm going to get back to be running again, firing up again. Because if I get rid of that saw, then I have to go find another one. I don't want to find another one of these. These things are just too expensive right now on the market. So, yeah, the XL12 runs. As you can see, this in here is in great shape. And this in here's got metal oil lines, which is, I didn't know that. Let's check this out. Ever seen an old fuel cap, oil cap like that? That was never been put on. That was actually factory made. You just where you take a ratchet or wrench to take it out. Pretty neat. The metal oil lines should be in there somewhere. It's only missing one exhaust screw, but which is I can find one exactly just like it and just throw it on there. But you know, this saw is all original. You know, that's why I say this saw right here. You know what's always missing is the paint that was on the black paint that was on it. These are always rotted up pretty bad. And a lot of people don't get that these right here are always missing out of these saws. You're not going to find a sticker date like this that tells you what the fuel mixture, and surprise, listen, here's actually staying on there. As you can see, it's pretty good shape. That's because I like to get 200 out of it. This saw was never used that much. And these right here are always cracked. Look at this. It was kind of hard to find on these. Original pool starter handle. Look at that. Original rope. That's the original starter rope on this. Look at the idles. Look at the idle setup. Pretty easy to maintain. I had her running not too long ago, but she should fire it back up. It might take about a few pulls to get this thing running, but this thing will fire it up like a top. Let me know if you guys want to trade for it.